Have you ever heard someone say, I really want to invest in real estate, but my wife won't let me? Or, I want to invest in real estate, but my husband's not on board. Today, we're going to talk about how to help get your spouse on board in investing with you in real estate. My name is Shiloh Lundahl. I'm a child and family therapist, and I work with couples all the time that struggle with conflict. And this is just another conflict to work through, and I'm going to show you how to do it in today's video. You are watching the Improve channel focused on real estate investing. Today I'm going to talk about how to get your spouse on board with investing in real estate. You're going to want to watch this entire video because I'm going to go into several aspects that are really important in order to help your spouse feel comfortable investing with you in real estate. Have you ever heard someone say, I really want to invest in real estate, but my wife won't let me? Or, I want to invest in real estate, but my husband's not on board. I've read a lot of articles and blog posts where people have asked the question, how do I get my spouse on board and help them feel comfortable investing in real estate? Well, there's a couple of things that you need to understand well about human psychology in order to understand the answers to this question. First of all, we have basic human needs. We need food, shelter, clothing, all of those basic needs for survival. But then also, we need to feel secure in relationships. So what do you do if you have a spouse that just doesn't want to invest in real estate? And not only do they not want to invest in real estate, they don't want you to invest in real estate. So you've been listening to these podcasts and you've been reading these books and you've gotten really motivated seeing how a lot of people have improved their financial lives through investing in real estate. So what do? Do you just say, okay, well, I guess I can't do it. My spouse doesn't want me to, and I don't want to get a divorce, and so it's just better for me to give up that dream and just walk away. Well, you can do that. However, a lot of people that do that, a lot of times they feel this resentment inside, and it doesn't really work really well. Because now all of a sudden the relationship is off balance, and it's like, either I'm going to go and do it and my spouse is going to be upset at me and then we may get a divorce, or I'm not going to do it because I don't want to fight and I'm going to see all of these other people doing it and being successful and then feel that resentment that she won't let me or that he won't let me. Both of those answers don't work really well. There's a reason why your spouse doesn't want to invest in real estate. What is it? What's the reason? If you're not able to answer that question right now, it's because you haven't been listening well enough. So, communication is an imperfect process. A lot of times we'll communicate by saying, well, this is what's wrong over here and this is what's wrong over there, when in actuality, what's really going on for me is I'm afraid that if you spend time trying to learn how to invest in real estate, that's going to take you away from me. And as of right now, I don't get much of you. And so I'm afraid that if you try this new thing, then I'm going to lose the precious time that I have with you. So most objections actually stem from a good place. There's a reason why there are fears involved. The key is to listen and then stop arguing. Arguing does not resolve conflicts. If it's a logical issue, such as, well, here are the logical numbers of how to invest in real estate, and yes, there are going to be some things that come up, but this is how you mitigate those risks, logical argument. If the other person is still saying no, well, then it's not a logical no. What is it? Well, it's an emotional no, and you can't resolve emotional problems logically. You have to resolve them emotionally. What that means is I need to listen to the things that my spouse is saying so that I can better understand what my spouse is feeling with regard to investing in real estate. Is there a fear? And if there is a fear, what's the fear about? I really have to hear what my spouse is saying. I need to understand so that I can better understand what it is that my spouse needs. So here are the levels of resolving conflicts in relationships. Now, I talk more about this on my marriage channel, but here I'm going to give you some information because it pertains to real estate investing. The first level is our behaviors. Okay, a spouse arguing, saying, no, we don't need to do that, or it's going to take you away. Whatever it is that the spouse is saying, all of the objections, all of the fighting, that's the behavioral level. In order to resolve the conflict, we got to go deeper. So we listen to the objections, we listen to what our spouse is saying in order to understand the next level, which is our spouse's emotions. What is it that our spouse is feeling? Why are they feeling that? What comes up for them? Maybe they had a parent that always had a great idea that they were going to do and it never realized. And so the family was constantly in this place where they didn't have enough money to do some of those normal everyday things that their friends were able to do, like participate in sports or go to other school activities. So understand what the emotion is. And then don't argue about the emotion. Just understand it. Underneath our emotions are our needs. That's the level that you really want to get to in order to resolve this conflict. Now, the needs that we have can be summarized in 4 S's. The first one is safety. We need to feel safe. If I want to go and get an investment property in an area of town that's dangerous, and my spouse is saying, no, I don't want to invest in real estate, I need to understand why. It might boil down to the fact that that area is really dangerous and I don't want to go there. I don't want you to go there. That's really scary to me. So we need to understand if their need is about, I need to feel safe, then we do what we need to do in order to help our spouse feel safe. The next one is security. Security is knowing that tomorrow is going to be okay. The future is going to be okay. We have enough money to get our needs met. Our kids are doing okay. We're relatively healthy. We have relatively stable lives. We're going to be okay. Security is knowing that things are going to be okay in the future. A lot of people feel very insecure when it comes to real estate investing. And they feel insecure because they don't have enough information. They've seen other people that have had bad experiences with it. And so they want to avoid things that may create insecurity for the family. So in this aspect, you'd have to figure out a way, how can I help my spouse feel secure so that they know that we're taking the right precautions in order to lessen risk? But I can't just do this logically. I have to help my spouse first feel emotionally secure and know that we're going to be okay. Again, if I go too cognitive or if I go too logical with my explanation, I'm going to lose my spouse and they're just going to stay with a no. It's not going to work very well. I have to help get their need met. The next S, the third S, is support. I need to help my spouse feel supported. If they're feeling overwhelmed, they have 10 things to do and they can't get one of them done because the crying baby or because this kid has homework and they're staying up late at night getting that homework done with that child night after night after night. And I say, hey, guess what, honey? We're going to go and we're going to invest in real estate and this is going to be awesome. They're probably going to say, no way, no way. Because I'm drowning, I don't have the support that I need to even consider this as a possibility. So in order to help them feel support, we need to understand what it is that they need. And then this is the best question that you can ask if you want to help a spouse feel supported. Sweetheart, what could I do that would be of most help to you tonight? Or what could I do that would be most helpful for you today? And then we go and we do that thing. Then all of a sudden it's like, wow, we're on the same team. We're working towards the same goal. I do feel that support. Okay, what is it that you were wanting to do? When we can help our spouse get that need met, they're much more likely to want to get our need met. The last S, the fourth S, is lessening stress. So if in our home there's just a ton of stress because there's a ton of things going on, it's likely that our spouse is not going to want one more thing to do. So what we need to do is figure out some ways to lessen stress, help my spouse feel emotionally connected to me so that as we connect and we start dreaming about what we want for the future and how we want that, and we decide, what is it that I can do in order to help you get what you want? My spouse is going to want to help me get the things that I want. Let me give you an example of a conflict that my wife and I had just a few weeks ago. I used to live in Costa Rica. I love Costa Rica. I've gone back several times. I brought my kids back there. It's a fantastic place to be. And what I really, really want is to own a property in Costa Rica overlooking a beautiful valley, probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes away from the beach, and close to volcanoes and wildlife. I just love it. I love the food. I love the people. I absolutely love it. However, that's expensive. It's hard to get loans for properties in Costa Rica unless you're from Costa Rica. And even if you're from Costa Rica, the interest on those loans are really high. However, my wife would like to be more charitable. She wants to donate to charities and help a lot of people out. And I'm okay with that. I'd like that. In fact, that's a value that I have as well. So my wife sees me getting a home in Costa Rica as, I don't know if I would say it's a selfish act, but an act to where that money could be used to go and do so many wonderful things for so many people. And my thought was, well, what if I were to do a lot of wonderful things for a lot of people? Is there any point where I would be able to then buy a home in Costa Rica? And so we've had this conflict for a while. And it took me slowing it down, hearing what she was saying, and finding out what it is that she really wanted. As I was able to start to understand that she really wanted to be charitable and help people out, I thought, okay, how could we do this to where we could both get what we want? So I said to her, sweetheart, is there any amount of money that you would feel like if we were able to give this amount, I would feel fine owning a home in Costa Rica? And so we talked about it, we connected, and as we're connected, she says, I'll tell you what, if I was able to donate $500,000 to some specific charities that I want to help, I would feel good and comfortable at that time, allowing you to go and get your home that you want so badly in Costa Rica. But we would also need to have money in reserves. So this is what we're going to do. This is the plan. I'm going to work really hard at being able to build up about $2 million in liquid assets so that I can have my wife take $500,000 and go and be able to help out with the charities that she feels most drawn to. And I'm able to then go and take $500,000 and buy my home in Costa Rica. And so we both felt good about that, and we've agreed that that is the plan. So that might be kind of a dumb little example, but the principles are true. And the principles are you slow down and you listen. And as you listen, you seek to understand what it is that my spouse is feeling. And then you use that as clues to help you understand what your spouse needs. Then as I'm able to help my spouse get their need met, they're much more likely to want to help me get my need met. So I know this focused a lot on relationships, but it's true, and it will be very, very helpful to help you get on the same page when it comes to investing in real estate as a couple. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you liked it, please subscribe, click the notification bell, like the video. It's really helpful so that people can start to see these videos and they can start helping people change their lives. So thanks again, and have a fantastic time investing with your spouse in real estate. Have a great day.